Literally, the first thing you see entering my apartment is this massive shelf, this monolith of music and memories. So much of me is captured by these records, from the music my parents listened to growing up to a mountain of discoveries I've made throughout my life. This collection effectively tells my story. And with a little bit of luck, maybe I can share some of that magic with you. My name is Bryce, otherwise known as Locked Groove, and since 2022, I've been sharing my vast and varied music collection to celebrate everything that makes this art form incredible, music appreciation across the genre spectrum. I might just be starting out here on YouTube, but I've been making videos both online and professionally my entire adult life. I flirted with virality, which helped me build a core audience, albeit on a platform that, okay, on second thought, maybe I'll talk about TikTok another day. Like I was saying, while I've had success on other platforms, I've hesitated to make the jump into long-form content. Really, that's because up to this point, I've been a creator unable to take their craft full-time. Far from it, in fact, I've been working 40 hours per week in an office the entire time I've been creating for Locked Groove. Well, I recently said no more. So here I am, starting from scratch and grateful for every second that you spend with me. I promise to fill your cup with the best music from my collection and beyond. Over the years, I've grown very particular about how my collection is stored. Ever since I started collecting in 2007, I've used the Expedit line of shelves from IKEA. I graduated from a 2x2 to an additional 2x4, all the way to the monolith that I have today. The only trouble is that the Expedit line was discontinued back in 2012 and replaced with the Kallax line of shelves you can find today. This means that anytime I want to expand my collection, I have to try and find old, discontinued shelves secondhand. While they effectively accomplish the same thing, the Kallax line features thinner bevels that stand out among my Expedit shelves. Like I said, I'm particular. My records are categorized by genre, then ordered by the name of the artist or act, followed by the chronology of their releases. There are sections for country and folk, electronic music, hip-hop, jazz, new age, minimalism, compositional, and concrete, pop music, R&B, soul, funk, and disco, as well as rock music. I have a second shelf in my studio that contains my Shibuya Kei, soundtracks, and holiday music collections. You probably noticed that I don't have a lot of extra space in my shelves, and that's true. I am constantly in a state of overflow that needs to be managed by culling my collection to only my favorites. That said, I have some storage solutions that can give me some wiggle room. First comes in the form of my now listening station, the incredible Flip Bin. This bin not only helps me display the record that's currently playing, but I can also queue up to 30 other records. In the past, this was my preferred way to store newly acquired records before they're cleaned and cataloged. But as my collection grows, so does the number of records that pile up. This is where my record crate from Hi-Fi Cabinet Co. comes in handy. Not since the late 80s have records fit into milk crates. This is due to the changeover from imperial to metric, as well as to prevent rampant theft. Hi-Fi Cabinet Co. have struck upon the perfect design that matches the dimensions of old record crates and provide ample room for a substantial stack of records. Not only that, these crates are fitted with connection points at the bottom that can accommodate stacking pins for connecting multiple crates together, or my favorite, these rollerblade wheels that allow your records to easily glide from place to place. Sleeves are yet another aspect of record collecting that I feel quite particular about. I'm partial to this kind of archival quality rice paper inner sleeve. These ones are made by QRP, but you can get them from a variety of different manufacturers. And these are amazing because they keep your records free from dust and debris, as well as have anti-static qualities that help prevent things like pops and clicks. However, if you were to ask me about my peculiarities with record sleeves, I would point you towards today's video sponsor, Vinyl Storage Solutions. Vinyl Storage Solutions is a Canadian company specializing in all things inner and outer sleeves for vinyl records. I'm a huge fan of their dual pocket outer sleeves, which feature a unique design that I've never seen anywhere else. That said, before I show you these, I want to show you their optical quality because truly, Vinyl Storage Solutions sleeves just look that much clearer than anything else out there. Really, with Vinyl Storage Solutions sleeves, your records barely look sleeved at all. Really though, it is the dual pocket design that shines, with two pockets, one in the bottom for your jacket, as well as another in the top for your record and supplemental material, as well as a flap and a sticky tape. You're gonna do the unthinkable. You're gonna seal away your jacket within the sleeve forever. Forever ever? Forever ever. Well, forever until you decide to unseal it, because it is obviously resealable. That said, why would you seal away your jacket within the sleeve? Well, that's because your record is going to be fully accessible via that second pocket in the top of the jacket. Really, it's not that big a deal having your record fully accessible rather than having to dig into the jacket every time you want to retrieve the record. I think this design just makes so much sense. You must be thinking, heavens, why would I want to fully seal away a jacket like this when I have things like gatefold records? Well, thankfully, all it takes is two dual pocket outer sleeves to fully seal this gatefold jacket, such that the records are available via pockets on the interior gatefold as well as the rear of the jacket. With an additional modular piece, you can even sleeve trifold records, and even big book-style records like this. Are you ready to change out your sleeves? Visit vinylstoragesolutions.ca and use my promo code LG10 for 10% off your order. If my records are a collection of memories, my listening room, aka the living room, is the sanctuary with which I can reflect. Coupling the comfort you'd find at your grandma's house, as well as a curated eye for captivating knickknacks, it truly is a maximalist's paradise. I like to think that by the time you find the unicorner or glimpse the Blue Mountain pottery hiding above my record shelf, you'll truly appreciate the eye-catching decorations hidden throughout thanks to my partner, Mike. Nestled amongst all the bits and bobs, dogs and pogs, are the components that make up my hi-fi system. This is truly the glue that holds everything together. With all our favorite formats covered, we can listen to a variety of different sound sources anywhere in our apartment. Whether it's vinyl, cassettes, CDs, the radio, or Bluetooth, we can experience sound through two sets of vintage JBL speakers. In the living room, we have JBL 4301B control monitors that sound rich and detailed at all volumes. As well, I wired in a second speaker set for our kitchen, a pair of JBL Legacy 16s. While discerning ears may prefer the 16s and wonder why they aren't my primary speaker set, well, it's because they're the only set that fits in the awkward space above our kitchen cabinets. It's a funny setup, but it's the best we can do living in an apartment. Besides, both sets of speakers offer a similar sound profile that complement each other. It's incredibly satisfying to follow the music as you walk through the apartment. Our receiver is a Sansui AU6500. This small but mighty unit accepts all of the different sound sources and pushes audio to the speakers. Alongside the rest of the vintage and modern audio gear in our hi-fi setup, the sound is incredibly warm and inviting, whether we're listening to music old or new, or even the television. Of course, I can't forget all of the little visualizers that help make the listening experience more engaging, including devices by Petru Designs, Duke Audio, and Vilumi. CDs are a relatively new addition to our collection, but we love listening to them both in the house and in the car. Before I started collecting records, I owned a lot of CDs, about 1,500 in total. I sold the bulk of that collection to go all in on vinyl records, so it's funny revisiting the format without my old collection. Our CD player is an Emerson from 2004 that is woefully underpowered when connected to speakers, but features a perfectly good aux-out that connects to the receiver, as well as this really fun disc tray that opens in a way reminiscent of old Bang & Olufsen players. Check out these cool selections by Alice in Chains, Daft Punk, and Japanese imports from Kaimi Kari, Indigo Jam Unit, and Korinji. Our cassette collection lines the walls surrounding the hi-fi setup, where you'll find old favorites, eclectic selections, local releases, and homemade mixtapes. We're able to both play tapes and record mixes from the tape deck, a TEAC V570. This deck from 1988 is hooked up to receive any audio source accepted by the Sansui receiver and does a more than adequate job recording and playing back. While our primary turntable is my pride and joy, I have a fond appreciation for this cute portable record player, the Soundburger from Audio-Technica. Of course, you can see I have a little miniature version of the same device. It's adorable. The Soundburger allows me to take records wherever I go, whether it's different rooms or locations, or even in the backyard. Now, I don't kid myself that this is anything but a casual record player for fun and aesthetic purposes. As far as portable options go, however, the Soundburger performs just fine. Finally, we have the turntable, which is responsible for most of our listening. Our turntable is a Thorens TD160 Mark I. With a clean design and simple operation, this Swiss-made belt-driven 1970s table is both stunning to look at and to listen to. I have had the Thorens in my possession since 2007, and it has never let me down, only requiring the occasional belt swap. That said, I am eyeing a number of small upgrades to help make this unit even better. Stay tuned for updates on that. Cleaning supplies for vinyl records are a necessary addition to any large collection as well, with my everyday kit including a carbon fiber record brush by Project, a wet cleaning kit by Groove Washer, ultrasonic record and stylus cleaners by Hum & Guru, as well as the Reamer by Stable 33.33. And that's it! I'm so grateful to all of you for checking out my first real YouTube video. I've been wanting to reintroduce myself in this fashion for so long, and I'm thrilled that I could finally make it happen. Feel free to check me out on TikTok at Locked Groove, as well as on my website, lockedgroove.me, where you can subscribe to my Patreon for exclusive content. Let me know in the comments below, what would you like to see from this channel moving forward? I cannot wait to make more content for you.